Hey, what's going on everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel today. So today we're going to be going ahead and doing something a little bit different. This game, Guilty Pleasure, that we have here, this is kind of like a visual novel type of game. Again, a lot of these games, what catches my attention about them is the art style. This one has a very anime looking art style, and I very much appreciate anime. So really I have absolutely no idea what this game is about. Came out almost a month ago from what I was seeing on Game Jolt. So we're going to go ahead and get into it and check it out and see what it's all about here. Alright, let's see what we got. New game. Please bear it for a little longer. It will be all over soon. Just a little longer. We're going into the Matrix now? Oh, okay. Everything is going to change. A new world is waiting for the humanity. What? That's not proper English. You'll see. Soon, a new stage of evolution shall come. You and I will be there to see it. I don't know if they're excited, scared, or what. Everything looked blurry. I could hardly avoid bumping into trees. An absolutely bare pine forest. There was nowhere to hide. They would find me. I guess they're scared. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting laughter when that comes out. With each step, it was harder and harder to breathe, as if my feet were getting heavier. Where should I run? Ugh. I stumbled over a branch, lying on the ground, and fell down with a loud thud. Damn it! Damn it! Gray and cloudy skies spread in front of me. A cold drop fell into my eye and made me close my eyes tight. Where was I? How did I get here? My head felt heavy, and I could feel pain growing stronger inside of it. It was hard to think straight. I tried to move, but I couldn't control my body. Raindrops started hitting my face harder. Along with the noise of upcoming storm, I could hear human voices nearby. I closed my eyes once again and tried to focus. Suddenly, something ice cold touched my cheek. 3 vague figures were leaning over me, started discussing something loudly. Do you know this guy? Maybe he is a fugitive. Or a spy. It seemed that I had reached my destination. While blacking out, I blurted out something I shouldn't have. Could I finally make it this time? Hey! The voice sounded as if it was coming from the bottom of an ocean. Through closed eyelashes, I could make out a person in a uniform, but I felt too weak to take a closer look. All of a sudden, ice-cold water poured over me, leaving me wet from head to toe, and quickly bring me back to my senses. Don't pretend to be deaf. I opened my eyes and was forced to narrow my eyelids right away. The blinding light from the lamp was smiting right into my face and wouldn't let me get a good look at anything but a lad in uniform. The gaze of absolutely black eyes rooted me to the spot for a moment. He was studying me with a mixture of interest and resentment while completely blocking my view of his body, so it seemed like there was no one else around, just the two of us. Just the two of us. I wanted to move away from him, but I couldn't. Oh, I guess that's me. I guess that's my character, what I look like. I can't really see my face, obviously, but, you know. Are my hands tied? And my legs, too? What is going on? Where am I? I looked around. See, I love the anime art style. It looks so legit. If this was a TV show, I'd totally watch it already. There are 4 other people in military uniforms. That don't look much like of a military uniform to me, nor does that. Alrighty then. They were staring at me with tense silence. To my left stood a plump guy who had a joyful smile on his face. Drops of water into the empty bucket. His hands were still shining brightly. To my left stood a plump guy who had a Oh, I already read that. Doo-doo. Next to him stood an angry girl. Yeah, she does look pretty pissed off, doesn't she? I was about to open my mouth, but I couldn't say anything in the end. It was hard for me to concentrate. It seemed that I would start panicking at any moment because I couldn't understand what was going on at all. What kind of obscure room is this? Where am I? Who are all these people? Chains, iron grippers, sharp hooks were hanging from everywhere. There was bonding plaster debris laying on the floor. I started breathing heavily. I got really scared because of a feeling of complete emptiness in my head. I couldn't remember anything at all. My heart was pounding in frenzy. Who are they? Who am I, goddammit? In a corner of the room, a tall young man was intently writing down something. He wasn't even looking in my direction. I couldn't make out more than a slender... I couldn't make out... Blah, 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 blah. I couldn't make out more than that as a slender hand of a soldier in front of me pressed into my chair. Who are you? What are you sniffing around here for? Who am I? That was a question I couldn't even answer myself. The soldier was patient and didn't say a word while I was gaping silently. Who am I? How did I get here? I don't know. I can't remember a thing. With renewed vigor, fear paralyzed my mind and my body. I wasn't afraid of people around me. I was afraid of myself. I was afraid of the oblivion and the lack of any memories about my own life. Plump guy. Seems like he won't start talking so easily. Some more cold water, perhaps? Wait, he still hasn't gotten back to his senses. For a moment, the soldier took his eyes off me and glanced at his comrade. Only at that moment, I could take a deep breath without feeling their hard looks on me. Who are you? He was persistent, and it seemed like he could see right into my soul with his black eyes. That scared me even more. And even though I had nothing to hide, my intuition told me not to give away my feelings. What is the purpose of your visit? I didn't answer. Where are you from? The soldier slapped me hard with all his strength, which made my head spin to the side. How long do you plan to give us the silent treatment? He is not going to talk. Perhaps some more water will help after all. What's this guy's obsession with waterboarding? The plump guy raised his bucket and started as it surged, shining into the light of the lamp even brighter. The girl who was keeping silent this whole time shoved me in my shoulder with all her might. Answer who you are, immediately! You are not mute after all, or would you like to test some harder interrogation techniques on yourself? She showed an iron tool in her hand, which she had brought with her. I'd never seen it before, so I couldn't understand what it was for. Oh, okay, these are movements, I guess. Seemed like the girl understood that was the case, so she smirked. Okay, we'll save it. Remember, always save your game twice. Okay, let's move along. I'll show you how to use it. She made a step towards me. Wait, Ruff. He's about to start talking. So her name is Ruff. Perhaps I should remember that. Despite her readiness to use brutal force, I continued to keep silent. Oh wait, that would automatically go, wouldn't it? Okay. I don't remember anything. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe if I just... I didn't even read it! God damn it! That's what I get for putting it on auto. Where am I? Who are you? I don't remember anything. Be honest. I don't remember anything. Oh wait, hold on. I put myself over here. Because apparently that's my character right there. And I didn't even realize that. I'm not lying? How do you know I'm lying? Right after I closed my mouth, Ruff poked me with her pointy finger. Those are just stupid excuses. No one is going to believe such nonsense when we're at war. Perhaps he is shell-shocked. Ruff is right. You do remember what he said when we found him, don't you? Couldn't I finally make it this time? Did I say something like that? It can't be. I don't remember anything like that at all. That's right. Wolfgang, remind us how it happened? The soldier who was persistently writing down something throughout our conversation looked up from his notebook. I really like the music that they got going in here, though. I better remember Wolfgang's name, too. He quickly started rustling through the pages and then burrowed his face into his notes once again. It didn't sleep well that night. Must have been the beans and the meat sauce that have had a bad effect on my stomach. What? Not that. Tell us about the moment when we found this guy. Oh shit, my bad. Wolfgang looked up from his notebook, gazed at Ruff with a silent hint of irritation, and then buried his face into the notes once again. I could hear the sound of a page turning. I saw a missile flash over my head. The sky was dark, the rain full of loneliness and sorrow, just like my mood at that dreadful moment in life. What was about to pour from the heavy clouds at any moment? Jesus Christ. The battlefield was marked all over with corpses of the fallen who were fighting for what was right. However, neither of the aggrieved parties wanted to throw in the towel. Wait. Do you really write it down like that? Ruff quickly approached Wolfgang and swiftly snatched his notebook from his grasp. Alright, we're gonna quit reading all the morbid shit now. Then she looked through it with a sour and frustrated expression on her face, gave it back to its owner. Wolfgang tightly pressed the diary into his chest and turned away. What a crying shame. I liked it, actually. It's so exuberant with that mind that your mind starts drawing the scene out of it right away. I cannot English tonight. There was a quiet sound of someone clearing his throat. Another person in uniform was reminding everyone about his presence. The interrogator touched his forehead with the tips of his fingers. Wolfgang, continue reading. Amidst the whole outrage, Ruff put her arms around Helga's waist and drew her close, trying to hide the most precious person from the merciless bullet. Oh shit, okay. We're getting some love stories going in here. What? When did I do that, huh? Please, continue. He's just all like, motherfuckers. I'm gonna kill every one of you in this room. Soon the field of death got empty and our small squad was counting the losses. Come here, quickly, shouted Doris. We rapidly dashed towards her. She pointed at one of the wounded who was wearing our uniform. Who is that? We asked in astonishment, as we had never met the person who was helplessly spread on the ground in front of our eyes. He is not from our unit, noted Yakov. But then where did he come from? He shouldn't be here. Perhaps he is a spy. Ruff happily rubbed his hands at those words. He is still alive, which means he might be able to tell us something interesting. Shall we torture him, Yakov? She playfully shoved him with her elbow. However, Yakov did not share her enthusiasm. Focused, he got down to the suspicious person we found and checked the pulse. For a few minutes, we were making assumptions, but at some point, the injured slightly opened his eyes and looked into the endless sky heavy with clouds. Suddenly, his lips moved, and Yakov drew his sound-sensitive ear to his mouth and attentively heeded his words. Could I finally make it this time? Whispered the stranger, as if delirious, and then he closed his eyelids and sank deep into the black abyss of unconsciousness. Wolfgang fell quiet, and in a few seconds the whole room sank into silence. Well, what a story, Mr. Spy. What will you say to that? I remained silent. I didn't remember any of that. I didn't remember anything at all, as if my life started only a few minutes ago. That whole story was about someone else. Me. I don't remember that. Some more water, perhaps? Jesus Christ, this guy really wants to waterboard everyone, doesn't he? Yeah, do that. It should help him get his memory back. What the fuck? That's not how it works. Duh. The very same moment, ice water poured all over my body. My teeth started chattering from cold, and my skin got covered with goosebumps. Well, Mr. Nemo. Mr. Nemo? Would you prefer a more brutal interrogation? How did you learn his name? Are you serious, Oliver? Do you not know what the Latin word Nemo means? I thought it was a common concept. It was still hard for me to grasp what was going on, but nobody wanted to believe that. Hey, you, Nemo! Are you going to talk? I looked up at Ruff. I think it's better to confess. Perhaps they could somehow, or help me somehow. I think I have amnesia. I thought people with amnesia can't talk, can they? Does it really work this way? What the fuck? Perhaps his skills are still with him. It's just that he doesn't have the memories. Silence fell. My insensa got cold once again from the intense gaze of the black eyes. The nameless soldier did not believe that. Don't you think it's way too convenient, Mr. Nemo? Just to tell people that you have amnesia, and right away you will be clear of all suspicion? Is that what you're thinking? No, it doesn't work that way. You are lying. Out of nowhere, ice water poured over me once again. The interrogator bounced back as he clearly hadn't expected that. The piercing cold overwhelmed me, causing stupor. What the hell are you doing, Oliver? Why did you do that? They started talking over each other while Wolfgang quietly and crackly laughed at me. Well, our boy Nemo is lying after all, and according to the manual rules, there should be punishment for disobedience and withholding information. A man in a snow-white uniform, standing in the shadow of the room, this whole time interrupted the quarrel that nearly started. This guy looks like a douchebag already. Enough! I will deal with this from here. He looks like a fucking Nazi. When he approached, the soldiers humbly made way for him. Seemed like he was in charge. Actually, he looked much older than the rest. He also looked like a fucking twat. The man came right up to me, almost touching my knees with his and sternly looked down at me. Then he leaned towards me and roughly grabbed me on my chin and started turning my face from one side to another. I wanted to try and free myself from his grip, but he wouldn't let me. Amnesia, you say? Interesting. He was submitting those words under his breath. I wouldn't even hear them if he wasn't so disturbingly close. The man was examining me from all sides for a while longer. I could not understand what could possibly catch his interest in a completely common face. At that very same moment, I understood that I myself did not remember what I looked like. Perhaps there was something unusual about my appearance. Soon he straightened up and stepped back. Do not look at me with such menacing gaze. I was just trying to understand whether I saw you before or not. I said nothing, but the unpleasant feeling of my own helplessness continued to tear me apart on the inside. My name is Odric Wagner. I am not sure, but does this name tell you anything? Yeah, it tells me you're a fucking Nazi, dude. Me? Nah. But judging from your reaction, it means absolutely nothing to you. I am the commander of this unit. First of all, I would like clarity on some things to understand whether you can be trusted. What is your favorite meal? Bro, if I don't have any memories, how am I gonna know what my favorite meal is? Stay silent. I don't remember. I don't remember. Well, in that case, perhaps you will be able to answer the next question. 7 times 8. 56. Not bad. This means you still have the core knowledge. Do you know anything about your parents? I shook my head. Well, knowing this guy, they're probably in a goddamn... Nah, I'm not gonna go there. YouTube will kick this video off real quick if I say that. The date of birth? No, I don't remember that either. If so, then share the memories you can remember. His voice became soft and quiet. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. That allowed me to calm down a bit and bring myself to speak frankly. Sir, I think you work for Hitler. Just want to point that out. The only thing that I remember is waking up here from ice water. I stopped my gaze at Oliver, who smiled at me encouragingly. Okay. That means you do not understand what is going on here at all. Is that right? I nodded. Yeah, it's true. And do you have any idea that there is a war going on? I got it. This guy is an SS soldier. I understand now. I shook my head. Odric Wagner started brooding over something while looking at me. Everyone kept quiet for some time. The nameless soldier broke the silence. Commander, do you really believe him? And why should I not? But he is from our unit. He is not from our unit, and he couldn't have been sent to us from another one without a report from superior officials. But we cannot disbelieve him either, can we? He wears our uniform, which means he is our ally. Is that not what you were taught during training? We cannot kill him without finding out who he is and where he comes from. What about his amnesia? Doesn't it seem suspicious to you? It is undoubtedly strange, but do not forget that we're at war. Anything can happen here, or this could be just a side effect from shock. I felt triumphant, like they finally believed me. At least no one was going to kill me yet, which meant that I still had time to learn more about myself. Or perhaps I could get my memory back. Probably not. Very well, it is time to end this. We have better things to do. Ruff and Oliver, untie him. Commander softly pointed in my direction and turned away. Ruff, together with Oliver, disobeyed the order without much enthusiasm. Now, Nemo will come with me. I will need to call somebody. We will decide what to do with him. And in 1 hour, you, Oliver, come visit me at my office. From this moment forth, you will be taking care of this lad. Oliver's like, yeah, what up? Despite his clumsy body, Oliver straightened up and lively and put his hands to his uncovered head to make a salute. I stood up from my chair. My legs got sorely weak. My whole body was shaken and shivering from ice water that was poured over me. All right, well, I know this is supposed to be a demo, but I think I am going to go ahead and we're going to leave this here. So let me go ahead and just save the game here. Save. Always save your game twice. Of utmost importance. All right, anyway, so far this has been now, I wasn't expecting to do 2 parts because usually demo games are rather short, but this has been part 1 of Guilty Parade. So we're gonna go ahead and go back into this next time and see what else is in store for us. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this so far. If you did, remember to go ahead and subscribe, like, and also comment down below what you think of this video so far, or if you have any ideas of other demo games you want to see me play. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, and I will talk to you later. Until next time,